Hello, this is Kate, and this is my review of the Magical Mermaids and Dolphins Oracle deck by Doreen Virtue. So this is a 44 card Oracle deck, and it does come with a little handy guidebook. And the guidebook has some good information about how to read Oracle cards, how to give an Oracle card reading, and then it has some interpretations of each card. So it has all the card meanings and what it could possibly mean. So it's a nice book. It's actually really easy to read, and it's a fun book, so it's fun to look up the meanings in this book. A lot of the times I don't even bother when I'm doing oracle cards, but with that book it's actually really fun. So the backs of the cards look like this. They're really pretty. And I'm just going to go through the deck so you get a feel for it. This deck, if you have any of Doreen Virtue's other oracle card decks, some of them have gold on the sides. This one doesn't. This one doesn't have any gold or silver or anything like that, which is fine. I don't miss it with this deck. And the theme of this deck, of course, is mermaids and dolphins. So there's mermaids on every card. And like all of Doreen's decks, this one is it's totally 100% positive and safe, so all the cards are uplifting, and they all have uplifting messages on them. And this deck was created to do readings around the issue of manifestation and manifesting what you want. So if someone's having an issue with not being able to manifest what they want, you can use this deck to identify what's blocking them and, you know, what they need to change or what they need to be doing to manifest more quickly. I've had this deck for about 2 years, and so I've worked with it quite a bit. This is probably one of my favorite decks. I have tons and tons of tarot and oracle card decks, and this one is like this one's my personal deck, and I quite often use it to do a daily reading. So I'll draw, you know, one card in the morning and kind of think about it, and that kind of sets the tone for my day. And this deck is really, it's very special to me. I really like it. There's really nothing I don't like about it. The only thing is some of the cards, I mean, this deck is so positive and so uplifting that some of the cards are a little bit juvenile. And this deck is almost like too positive in a way. I don't think that's a bad thing. That's what I like about it. But if you're the kind of person who likes an edgier deck, this is not an edgy deck at all. There's no like vampires or anything like that in here. But yeah, so it can sometimes be, I don't want to say nauseatingly positive, because it's not. I love this deck. But some of the cards are a bit juvenile, which makes me think that this deck would actually be perfect for a child or a young adult. And even though there's mermaids on here, I don't think there's actually any like nipples or boobs or anything like that. It's a pretty PG-13 deck. And because there's no gold edging on the sides, it's actually quite easy to shuffle this deck, which is rare for oracle cards, because I find most oracle cards are so big and bulky they can be hard to shuffle, but this one's quite easy. So yeah, I can't say enough good things about this deck. I really like working with it. It has a really, really beautiful energy. There's some really nice messages on the cards. This is definitely one of my favorite decks. The artwork is lovely. In fact, there's only maybe 1 or 2 cards that I'm just like not really into, but for the most part I like all of them. There's the unicorn card. That's a nice one. And this, to me, like whenever I do a daily draw with this card, it just kind of sets my day off right. Yeah, so I find I use this deck in personal readings for myself, and I also use it for professional readings for other people. And I find this deck is nice to use at the end of a reading. So after I do, you know, my traditional tarot reading, I'll draw one card from this deck, and that's just a way to kind of wrap up the reading and end it on a positive note. Simplify your life. I've been getting this one a lot lately. Eliminate clutter. Yeah, so I highly recommend this deck. This is probably my favorite Doreen Virtue deck. I have quite a few of her decks, and I would say this is one of her earlier ones too, and I would say this one is definitely one of my favorite decks. And if you like mermaids and dolphins, you'll definitely enjoy this deck. So yeah, highly recommended. I can't say enough good things about this deck. So yeah, my name is Kate, and thank you so much for watching.